Wandering Winder here. It's gonna take me a while to remember. This is what I have to do. So the only village is very, very activated paddock, which doesn't seem like much of a village to me. How do I? Great. So doesn't look that good to me either. Marauder, maybe. I think I want a silver here. I'm playing this money-ish. Then I just have to figure out, do I want a Marauder? Do I want to transmogrify? Transmog doesn't seem so bad. It's very unlikely to hit at turn 3. I guess you can clean up with Monastery, potentially. I think I'm going to go for the T-Mog here. And I'm kind of inclined to scout now. Could take a Monastery. Should be able to scout into transmogrify silver, transmogrify, and probably enough money to also buy paddock. That seems to be the way to go to me. Yeah, this should still work, right? Yeah. Maybe the Marauder was the better way to go. I think I want this to be my terminal, but maybe that's not right. I don't know. But yeah, we're probably just playing with like one paddock. If we hit 5 again, we can go like scout plus silver. Grab a bunch of silvers, some gold. Start provincing. At some point, actually, Harbinger is going to be better than silver. And that point is probably very soon. You gave me an abandoned mine, which is not the worst ruin. This is the worst ruin. Can't imagine you have much of a decision here. Obviously, you want to play the lucky coin if you have it. You want to play the fool if you have it. If you don't have either of them, I mean, you're just playing all your treasures. I guess you're just figuring out what to buy, probably. You probably don't have your fool in hand. You either had it last hand, along with the Marauder and those 3. Well, you don't have the lucky coin because you played it last turn. So it was either your 5th card last hand or it's one of the 3 cards next hand, probably. Because if you had it here, you would just play it first and then think later. Or you've disconnected. That makes probably more sense. And you do have it, and you should probably order these so that Suns is last. You hit 2. Let's see if you go for Vagrant or Monastery or Scouting Party. Monastery, okay. So this gets to be a state into silver and buy a gold, which is pretty nice. Oh, this 5 means that there's 5 total in hand? That is very unintuitive to me. I would have thought that it would have meant there's 5 cards stacked there plus the other. Yeah, I kind of just don't like it. I don't know. You discard an estate. This is 4. This is 7. Huh. Okay. There goes into a paddock. Gold. Okay, this is going to be province already, I think. Actually, what's the last I should think about what these remaining cards are. It's two estates. Ooh, this is not province. This is two estates, ruined or abandoned mine, and 1, 2, 3, 4, two coppers. So I'd hit three. So I should probably go scout and silver and just top deck the coppers here. Scout and silver. Scout and gold. Scout and gold, not silver. Okay, you're calling T-Mog. Estate goes into Harbinger. Okay. Copper for a wisp. Can't imagine. You did top deck a card? Huh. That's also surprising. You only get a trash one here. Okay. There's the paddock. I'm a trifle concerned. Yeah, you probably province here. I mean, maybe you don't. You don't have that much money in your deck, but you buy another paddock. Now that doesn't seem good to me at all because you're over terminaled. Yeah, I don't want to call here. There's nothing good to call on. We're just going to take yet another gold here. I'd rather call later in the shuffle anyway. I'm a bit leery that I'm not greening fast enough here, but I don't think there's that much to do about it. 3 golds is fine. I have a bunch of silvers, but I mean, I should be able to take at least one province this shuffle. You've got to be over terminaled, right? You're going to be thin soon. Yeah, you're definitely over terminaled. If you can empty the paddocks fast enough, maybe it'll work out for you because you can then do a lot of stuff, but and that must be what you're going for. Do I tree mark the estate here? I gotta think about that. So we've seen 3 coppers. This is a 4th copper. We've seen both the ruins. There's only one estate. I think I don't. I think I leave the T-Mog down. I believe, because these cards include a paddock, an estate, a horse. Um, Paddock, estate. Now I should probably call here. And I think Harbinger is the way to go over silver. So if I don't call it now, it's gonna the T-Monk's gonna miss the shuffle basically. I think this paddock thing isn't gonna get there in time. We'll see though. I mean, I say that. You will probably empty the paddocks before the game ends. Sure. Okay. Given we know we've hit 8 already, let's get another silver in here. We don't... Well... Yeah, I think let's do this. Okay, good. We hit 10 anyway, which is nice. So we get to scout and province. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about my position here. Obviously, be playing this game very differently if there were a village other than 2 pile empty paddocks. You're not going to empty ruins before you empty paddocks, I don't think. So if that was your plan, I don't really believe in it. Once you do um, empty the paddocks, you still also need to get extra gains for it to pay off very much. I just think the whole thing takes too long. So you take like another paddock here, and at some point you can like T-Mog paddocks into paddocks, I guess, to help speed you up. But I'm gonna have so many provinces. And we are on a fixed point board. 4 estates have been trashed, so 41 points is half VP. But also, like, it's going to be hard to pick up extra duchies and, well, estates particularly. So if I can get into the 30s, that'll be swell. With the lucky coin, um, picking up green, I should still be able to continue to hit the price points reasonably often, and we can always scout. Well, not always, but at points there's going to be times we can scout. Yeah, feeling pretty good about my position here. You're going to turn something into you're turning horse into something? That seems very bad to me. That doesn't help you lower the paddocks. Okay, I guess a T-Mog. T-Mog makes sense, I suppose. Yeah. So I think you could maybe go for Marauder here, but more than like one paddock on top of that doesn't seem very good. You're if you would have gone for green, like that first time you hit 8, if you would have bought province, I would have been a lot more scared here. Um, I'm surprised you took this. This helps me because, again, you're not lowering a pile. Your deck isn't going to do anything. Okay, this is going to be a duchy. At some point we might T-Mog province into province. We also might T-Mog something else in order to hit province. Lucky coin into paddock. Yeah. So you're going to empty them in like 2 more turns probably. Forest Gift possibly this turn. I don't think you have the money to double paddock though. I assume you have enough. Well, if this is a spoils, you have enough money to double paddock, but that'd be pretty fortunate. Are you going to take a Vagrant? You should probably scouting party over Vagrant. Yeah. Okay. Discards the T-Mog. Okay, well that's perfectly happy to me. Top deck's 2 cards. You don't want to buy anything. Take a duchy. Okay. State into Harbinger is pretty appealing here. So I may go for that. Should allow me to province. So it would be a state into Harbinger, play a horse, and then play the Harbinger. Alternatively, I could just leave the T-Mog down, but maybe I'm supposed to lead on the Harbinger also. It's like I'm taking Paddock every time, right? Yeah, I'm taking Paddock every time. I mean, I could also... No, I don't want to turn the lucky coin into a Paddock. That lowers Paddocks for you. I don't want to turn it into a duchy. It's too premature for that. Next shuffle, maybe. Okay. I'd rather leave the horse here in the deck, I think. I should know what these cards are better, which would help inform my decision, but I'm not going to bother. This is 4 provinces, and I should be able to at least duchy pretty consistently. And you're not anywhere. This is 4 provinces and a duchy already, and you're very far from double whatever. You're not even making as much money as me because you have all these Paddocks. Yeah, I think that's a very reasonable time to resign. I just don't think the mass Paddock plan can work here unless your opponent helps you by doing the same plan. Thanks for watching.